Hi everyone, this is Spreadsheet Edit. Okay, so today topics will be indirect. I believe a lot of people would like to use some sort of chat GPT, all these things, okay, to generate the desired result which they are expecting. Okay, so I'm trying to use the chat GPT to elaborate what's the indirect formula usage in the Excel. Okay, so this is the explanation they are given by ChatGPT. Okay, so you see what is it say like the indirect formula in Excel is used to reference a cell or range or set indirectly. It takes the text string as an argument and returns a reference to the cell or range of cells that the text string refer to. Okay, so it gives the examples over here. Okay, so as you can see, that's all for the elaboration from the ChatGPT. But in fact, there's much more to go. Okay, so if you go to I just search with one of the more, I would say, presentable in terms of Excel type indirect functions. Okay, the wording is big enough and then everyone can see it clearly. Okay, over here is explain the formulas, how it looks like these formulas and the index, and then all what's the things being used. Okay, there are two arguments. One is reference text and the other one is the A1s. Okay, so these A1s, right, for our case, right, we are definitely just omitted. That's why I just use the reference text. We seldom comes to the second things is like the force. Okay, the force will be like this kind of syntax is R1 C1. R1 stand for row and then C stand for column. Okay, so instead of like the typical ones is column and row. Okay, so but most of the time we are using this one. Okay, in the formula we are also using this one, so we are quite familiar over here instead this one. Okay, so row and columns, but over here this is column come first with the letters and then row. Okay, over here they explain a lot of things. Okay, explained in quite complicated manners because for my definitions, right, okay, the indirect will be much more simple. Okay, it can be classified as, okay, it's used for the dynamic formulas, and these ones, right, we can use a lot of combinations of the formulas, like the dynamic formulas. They will change over different selections. Okay, and the second one is like the dependent drop down list. Okay, which is a data validations. Okay, when we look for this one, right, for there are three different things over here. Okay, when we talk about the Excel sheets, right, there are also Google Sheets, and also for the Excel sheets, they are also classified two different things. One is web versions and the other one is desktop versions. Desktop versions, there are there are many different versions. Okay, so this one, right, when talk about the easiest ones, right, the desktop versions, right, you will make use of ranges. Okay, but when it comes to the web versions, right, in the Excels, I'm talking about Excels. Okay, so for Excels we do not have some sort of the name ranges there, so it will make the things complicated. At the end of the day, I found out is using the indirect and can do the instead of the dependent drop down list, right, I can also do on the how to say the dynamic drop down list. Okay, so this one is not only dependent drop down list, please take note, it will also involve on the drop down list. Okay, because I will make a video talk about how we make use of indirect with other formulas as well. Okay, so indirect is quite useful over here. Okay, so just bear in mind indirect for versions, if you are using 2016, okay, definitely have, but in my desktop over here, this version you can see. Okay, this one is the version I'm using is 2019. Okay, so from here, let's say I want to use this now, that one's talking about B2. Okay, so if I'm indirect, put B2 over here. Okay, so for this one is reference, hash reference. Okay, let's say I just put this one, right, because it's indirect referred to the B2 text value or in terms of what I written over here. Let's say I just type A1, okay, so it will be return 0. So what if I just put testing over here, so you change to text, okay, so how it looks like over here, okay. So that's the overall of the explanations, and we will come to more on the demonstration in terms of I mean not in terms of we come to the drop down list videos, right, which was later this after these few videos. Before I making use of the other explanations, okay, I will just talk all this basic first, okay. Once we all prepare, okay, I would like to present you the dynamic drop down. I mean not dynamic drop down, is regarding the data realizations, okay, how we going to use this one, okay. So that's all for today. Thank you.